Today's qualifying session is about to start here at the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya, and what a cracker of a session we're expecting it to be.
So welcome back to our F1 modded career mode. So here we are for the 5th round of this championship. We are at Spain at the Circuit de Catalunya, and we're currently in one-shot qualifying on our lap, our one and only lap in qualifying. As you can see, we've already dropped down to P6 now. It was P5, now P7, P6 again. So we're struggling behind Kimi Raikkonen, who seems to be leading the way. The Ferraris are picking up pace, and that graphic in the bottom right might indicate why we're struggling a bit. We have quite a lot of wear on the ICE, which is the internal combustion engine, so that's a 56% wear, and I should have noticed that, but we get out qualified by our teammate Fernando, so let's get into the race.
It can be hard for the cars to follow each other closely here due to the dirty air coming off the car in front, so perhaps we're looking at a more strategic Grand Prix, Ant. What do you think on that?
I'm not too sure about that, Crofty. I mean, yes, as you say, it's hard to follow around here, but if you're brave on the brakes, you can get the job done down into turn 1, which is a medium speed corner, so you have to be committed. And looking down at this grid today, I think we're going to see one or two drivers making a move from a long way back. Maybe try to force their opponent into a mistake.
So here we are for the race then. Starting from 5th on the grid, the 3rd row of the grid, and you can see we've got a teammate ahead of us and Bottas directly ahead of us as well. So you can see we've got a bit of a slow start as we span up the rear tyres, and now Daniel Ricciardo is going to come down the inside. It's going to give an opportunity. We're going to go around the outside. See what we can do around the outside. Not a lot, but we hold on to 5th place and keep Daniel Ricciardo at bay. But here we are gaining on Fernando as they go a bit wide. We can take a tighter line, and we're able to carry so much more speed. We get alongside Bottas. Can we outbrake him? Yes, we can. Look at that, a lovely manoeuvre. And now in 3rd place behind Sebastian Vettel, and then Lewis Hamilton got the lead of the race. So he's going to be trying to get away, and Vettel's going to go with him. That is my guess, because the Ferraris are really quick this series. So you can see they've already cleared off at the end of lap number 1. We can't keep up. A 1:26.0, and now you can see starting lap number 2, Bottas is going to go for a move down the inside, but can he make it stick coming into turn number 1? Are we able to outbrake him? He's gone to the inside. We've gone round the outside later on the brakes, so we managed to hold on to it. But will he go for another attempt? Maybe at this next braking zone will be an opportunity for him, but I don't think he's going to take it. We're going purple in the first sector, but of course you do on the second lap. But so we've got Bottas behind, and he's looking rather feisty and looking to make a move. But you can see ahead, Vettel and Hamilton go side by side in the final sector, which is just not going to be good for them. They're going to hold each other up, but Vettel gets ahead. But the question is, can he keep it ahead? Can he get away from Hamilton? We'll find out later in the race, but here we go. Because of that, we've managed to catch up quite a bit to them. And luckily no damage to either of their cars for them. Not lucky for us. If they had damage, we'd be able to catch up. But we still got Bottas behind. We set the fastest lap of the race. I think that was quickly overtaken by Bottas. So as you can see, 3rd and 4th place on the move, and we've caught up to the back of Lewis Hamilton on lap number 5, starting lap number 6. Vettel with the fastest lap of the race, so Hamilton can't keep up the pace, keep up the intensity, but Vettel's cleared off in that Ferrari. We're going to go for a move down the inside into turn number 1 on Lewis Hamilton just before the pit stop stages, so that's going to be crucial for us and the rest of this race. If we take a replay of that move, just a simple DRS outbrake manoeuvre into turn number 1. So lovely stuff there, and back on the power and off and away we are. So at the end of that lap, we could decide to dive it into the pits, and Hamilton stays out. So we've gone for an undercut strategy compared to everyone else. Alonso, Bottas is still out. Alonso pits a lap later because he's a second driver. That's what he does. But anyway, while we're in the pit stops, make sure you do follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram as well for some updates and IRL stuff like that. Trying to get those platforms more of a following on this. So let's see what we could do. Let me know if you do follow me on those down in the comments. But here we go anyway. Rejoin in P17 because we have undercut. And who's that? I think it was Perez. He's obviously just stopped at turn number 1. I'm surprised that hasn't brought the safety car out. That'd be perfect for us at this time of the race. But as you can see now, because we're undercut, we've got a lot of traffic ahead of us, so we're going to have to dive through it, and they're not going to be blue flag because they're not a lap behind. So this is for position, so we're going to have to carve our way through the field as quickly as possible. We're going to have to be aggressive up the inside of Palmer there, and Massa is next up in the Williams, sort of struggling down in the lower half of the grid. That's surprising, really, although not at this track. The Williams doesn't have a lot of downforce, but there we are in P14 on the medium tyres, trying to carve our way through the field. Hopefully a lot of these cars will dive in the pits. Yes, he does. We got held up a little bit there as we had to try and wait for Massa to get in the pits, so we didn't drive through him. But let's see what we do. We're already up into 8th, 9th, 8th now, as we are ahead of Hamilton, and still by quite a large margin. But we've caught up to the next lot of non-pit stoppers yet. So Ocon, we're going to get the inside of him. Yeah, there we go, lovely move. And then onto the back straight, picking up the DRS as well. Hamilton ain't got DRS, but Sainz, he's going so slow. Look at him, he's going so slow there. We just got, we needed to overtake him there, because now we're going to have to suffer and struggle behind him in this sector. There's not a lot of places to overtake. You see, I was trying to be aggressive down the inside, but just not going to be able to do it. So this is going to allow Hamilton and anyone overcutting to gain an advantage. Sainz has come in the pits as well, so we've still got Lewis Hamilton behind. He's still quite a distance away. There we go, as you see, Fernando in the pits, and then Bottas, as you can see, because of that, Bottas is really close, but I think Hamilton's going to get him as well. So we're coming to turn number 1 then, hitting that apex lovely, and then let's see if we're able to capture the Vettel. I think that's a bit of a push. I don't think that's going to happen realistically, but you can see though, the Mercedes are going to put the pressure on. You can see Bottas goes for a move on the inside. We try hold it around the outside. That's what you can do to defend at this first sector. As you can see, Bottas is away though. Hamilton's next up, but remember, we did undercut, so our tyres are going to be older, and especially at a track like this where tyre wear is quite high, it's really going to affect us. You can see though, we are going to pick up the DRS and go for a move on Bottas into turn number 1. Not able to do it. Hands go up, wheels bumping, and again and again and again. Look at that. Very aggressive from the two of us there, but in the end, no damage done. Stewards won't give any penalties for that. Just a bit of wheel bashing, bit of aggression, letting each other know we're there. Look at that. Lovely stuff there. So we go for a move on the inside, though, on the end of the back straight, the second DRS straight, and so does Hamilton on his teammate Bottas, but I think Bottas is going to hold on to it. So if they can fight, we can escape, but we are noticing now the tyres are starting to go. And considering that the two Mercedes will be a couple of laps newer, we're going to struggle. So Bottas coming down into turn number 1 again, his favourite move to do. Can we outbrake him on the inside? Yes, we can, but he's going to go defensive around there. The outside line is turn number 1, such a good line, but we hold it up the inside, and then he powers off using the grip of the newer tyres. His tyres are about 2 or 3 laps newer than ours, but again, we're using a DRS in turn number 1 to hold on to him very late on the brakes. Can we keep up the inside? Yes, we can, but he's ran out wide there. Just take a replay from Hamilton. He did run out wide and then rejoin on the track and take him out. So that is going to be Hamilton's race over, surely, with front wing damage. Let's see if he has to pit. Yes, he does. Look at that. He has to pit and replace the front wing. So Bottas has really fucked him over. There we go. Let's see if he can recover. But we've still got Bottas to deal with if we want to hold on to second place here at the Spanish Grand Prix. As you can see, he is piling on the pressure. And the problem is Bottas's tyres are like 2 or 3 laps newer than mine. And right now at the end of this, these tyres are not feeling good. So let's see if we're able to hold on. And again, he's going to do his favourite move into turn number 1, DRS. We've only got 2 laps to go. So can we hold on to it? That is the question. I don't know. We're going to go up the inside. And yes, we do. But like I say, the tyres, that is the major problem. As you can see now, Bottas is going to go for a move on the back straight. He hasn't done that yet. He's going to go around the outside. We hold the inside line. He's going to get alongside us. But can he hold on to it? Yes, he can. Look at that. Being very aggressive, getting the inside line. But can we hold it around the outside? No, we can't. We're going to struggle. We're just struggling getting traction and putting the power down now. As you can see, the tyres are going to be older than his. But can we pick up the DRS and make a move into turn number 1 and then hold it for the final lap of the race? That is the plan. But that is the question, and that is the challenge. Are we going to be able to do it? Currently we're in 3rd place. Alonso is behind us, but we're going to go for a move on Bottas now. We're gaining on him, using the slipstream, coming into turn number 1. Can we outbrake him? Yes, we can. Look at that. Look at that, but we need to hold on to it for the rest of the lap. And right now, I remember the tyres were feeling so dead. There was just no grip, no speed, and Bottas was coming at us at every corner, so this could be an interesting lap. As you can see, who tries around the outside there? I don't even know. He's still holding on to the outside there, and now he's going to get the inside line for the next corner. Can we hold it around the outside, put the traction down on the better part of the track? But no, he's just got newer tyres, and there we go. He slots in front of us, but we hold it around the outside, side by side for the whole lap pretty much so far. Up the inside. Who's going to get the DRS here? We don't. So that means Bottas does, and Alonso's joining in. So could Alonso pick up a late podium position? We hold it into the end of that straight, but we know what Bottas did round here on the last lap. He isn't able to get alongside us, but as I say, Alonso's joined the party, so Alonso could pick up the pieces if Bottas goes for a move on us, but he's right in behind us. I was just taking it careful, putting the car on every apex on the racing line. Look at that behind, Ricciardo's caught up. So coming around the final corner, look at that, we should take 2nd place, and there we do. We do take 2nd place on the podium position. So let's take a look at the standings and the race results. As you can see, yeah, Ricciardo in 5th, Kimi Räikkönen 6th. And let's see how it stands in the driver's standings. You can see we take the lead of the championship. Look at that, because Hamilton obviously had to pit and lost out a lot of time. So taking a look at the constructors, I think we're in 3rd place. So hope you did enjoy. If you did, give it a like, comment and subscribe for more. So we will see you in the next one.
Hey, good to see you again. The factory sent over the parts that were looking good on the rig. They're being fitted as we speak. Have a look at the report.